Clay Patton on the Rural Radio Network. Just behind me is Highway 10, north of Kearney, south of Pleasanton, Nebraska, where there's a convoy filled with flood relief supplies, including hay, fencing supplies, and other items, all from the great state of Ohio. We're going to follow along and learn more about their story and just why they decided to donate to Nebraska. We're now north of Pleasanton, Nebraska, where this will serve as the staging and drop-off point for all the flood relief supplies coming from northwest Ohio. 24 pickups and trailers lie ahead of me. The stories coming out and why they wanted to help truly make this a heartwarming story and prove that ag producers, no matter where you're from, have each other's backs.
You know, this all started last Thursday. A good friend of mine called and said, hey, he said, I know you know a bunch of people and got some friends out in Nebraska. What do you think about hauling 1 or 2 loads out there? I said, sure. Then more people found out about it. By Friday, we had 5 guys. By Sunday, we had 10 guys at a meeting. And then by Monday afternoon, we had 25 guys. So it's been a very humbling experience, and the outpouring of all the farmers in northwest Ohio to give and to what they do. We've had people from Indiana drive 200 miles to give a donation. So, I mean, it's just been unbelievable.
Yeah, Nate contacted me. He's president of our neighboring county of Farm Bureau, and he called me and said, I hear you want to help. And I said, I can do what I can. And he says, well, try to find all the hay you can. So I just went down whoever I knew, and we've got 25 loads of gooseneck trailers, loads of hay, big bales, and a few loads of small bales for horses, and 90% of it was donated, all by word of mouth. We'd have people come up to me and here's $500, somebody I never saw before. And at home we had a neighbor drive 2.5 hours and brought $500 that she'd gathered up in coffee shops and stuff. And it's just unbelievable.
We're from Stryker, Ohio, which is in the northwest corner of the state of Ohio. The furthermost county in the state, in the northwest corner. Yeah. Farming and cattle are kind of my passion, and to me it's kind of the equivalent of a church going on a mission trip, you know, and typically they're going to help people in need and, you know, just spread the love of Jesus, and I'd like to think that's exactly what we're doing here.
And worse of it is, a lot of the generations now will still be around to see this. You know, they will, the parents will speak of it, the flood of 2019. March 13th, 2019. You know, that date will stick in everybody's minds for a long time. Well, loss of a lot of cattle and loss of a lot of good feed. Some got washed away. My particular operation, we had roughly 200 to 250 bales set in 3 to 4 foot of water for 24 hours, which now we're just trying to roll them the best we can and let the cattle scavenge through them and eat what they can and lay on the rest. That's all you can do with it, because you can't keep it over for next year, so you have to use it now before it totally becomes worthless.
The Nebraska side, my husband and I wanted to be a hub for people to distribute for people that need. We have our own needs, but not compared to some of these people, but we will. We'll take some stuff because we do need bedding and some things along that line. But there's a lot of these guys that lost absolutely everything. And you feel pretty grateful for what you do have. This is Central Nebraska, and I think what people don't understand is, and I have friends up west too, 3.5 hours west of here, that have been hit royally hard and that are still dealing with it and can't even get out yet. And that's up by Cody, Nebraska. It is literally from one end of the state to the other. You want your kids to see this so that they learn to pay it forward. We raise our kids to be part of the agriculture community. Our daughter shows cattle. She loves to have part of the ag stuff. Our son loves it. You just want to be a part of the ag community, but I don't think people even realize how much this is going to affect later on. I mean, we're talking our cow's going to breed back, our bull's going to test good, our cow's in such tough condition. I mean, this is going to, and this isn't even just cattle producer, it's farm farmland too. I have friends that they're not going to be able to even farm their ground because of the silt, because of everything, trash. I have another friend of ours that was, my dad used to sell seed corn. He lost a 15,000 bushel bin with soybeans in it.
Ohio, Nebraska, or any of the 39 of the lower 48 states that have helped send supplies to those affected by the Nebraska flooding, they all have a common message.
God bless Nebraska and Ohio!
On the Rural Radio Network, I'm Clay Patton.